All right, while Democrats spew their violent rhetoric every day, day after day, they are also getting in the way of a fully functioning government. The Schumer shutdown now rolling into day 23, no end in sight. Tonight, well, Democrats even blocked a measure that would pay the government to pay service members and other federal employees during the shutdown. In Virginia, Governor Glenn Youngkin, he has to take action. He's now declared a state of emergency now because food benefits are about to run out for those in need. The shutdown is playing a massive role in the Commonwealth of Virginia. But if you watch an MSDNC, the conspiracy peddling channel, they don't even seem to know who is running. In fact, they seem worried that the Democrat that's really in a close race, Abigail Spanberger, might lose because of misogyny. Can't make it up. Take a look.
It really is incredible when you have Abigail Spanberger, Mikey Sherrill, her background, all the different jobs that she has held in the military, and also like Alyssa Slotkin. Yeah. I mean, my God, these women are incredible. And to them, I would say, fight, because we need them. Yeah. We need them leading.
And Mikey is like, she's doing a ton of interview. You know, when I talked to them, when I was in the car, you know, it was this car, she had gone from interview to talk to, but, you know, you still see the anxiety.
Yeah, Cheryl did have a few missteps in her campaign, but she still has, as you say, about a 5 or 6 point lead per polling. Spanberger's lead in Virginia a little bigger than that, but, you know, both still competitive races here heading into the last couple of weeks. But to Mika, to Molly's point, I mean, this is something that a lot of Democrats are grappling with right now. Is they've nominated women 2 of the last 3 elections for the presidency, lost both. There are some who say, well, we can't do that again. The stakes are too high. But of course, that does fall into the same misogynistic trap.
Other countries have no problem electing women.
All right, here with reaction, he's the governor of the Commonwealth of Virginia. Governor Glenn Youngkin is with us. Can you explain that to me? Because last I checked, you're lieutenant governor. Go ahead.
I can't even begin to explain it. Winsome Earl Sears is an extraordinary lieutenant governor, and here they're saying that a woman can't beat a woman. I don't even understand it. But again, it gets to the primary point. They're full of excuses when their candidates are underperforming. And of course, what's happening in Virginia is that the Democrat Attorney General candidate wants to put 2 bullets in the head of a political rival and see his children die and kill a few cops as well. And that is bringing down their entire ticket. And rather than try to make excuses about America, how about go ahead and calling out the violent rhetoric in the Democratic Party that Abigail Spanberger refuses to acknowledge and ask Jay Jones to step down. And you watched Winsome Sears in their debate say, Abigail, what has to happen? Does he have to threaten to kill your children for it to be that serious? And what you see, of course, is a candidate in Abigail Spanberger with no moral compass, no understanding that this is beyond just wrong and disqualifying. This is a moment for leadership to step forward and say, get out of the race. But none of them can do it. And you know what, Sean? You know they got problems because Barack Obama's got to come to town, and Josh Shapiro from Pennsylvania and Wes Moore are all coming to campaign for her. And I think everybody needs to ask them, what do you think about Jay Jones? Do you think that he should serve as Attorney General in the Commonwealth of Virginia, a place where law enforcement can no longer hold their head up because there's a candidate for Attorney General who wants to put 2 bullets in someone's head and see his children die? This is a moment for clarity, for moral clarity. Abigail Spanberger has none, and the Democrats don't either.
You know, I want to say this to the audience. If you're in New Jersey, the deep blue state of New Jersey, Matt Towery, Robert Cahaly, 2 pollsters I trust, they have that as a 1-point race. That is a winnable race. New Jersey, this may be your last shot, or you're going to be New York 2.0. Now, for the Commonwealth, you know, it's very hard for Republicans to win because you have so many government workers in Northern Virginia. But the issue of Jay Jones, the position of men playing women's sports, what are the top 5 issues that are really pushing people now in as this race closes to Winsome Sears?
Yeah, that's exactly it, Sean, is Virginians have woken up, and first they see violence on the ballot, and they do not want violence in Virginia. Second of all, Abigail Spanberger wants to turn Virginia into a sanctuary state, and she's actually said she's going to revoke all of my executive orders. Thirdly, she wants to put boys in girls' locker rooms and boys in girls' sports. And finally, when we have created so many jobs in Virginia, she wants to force everybody to join a union. This is the difference in this race. That's why Jason Miyares, our great attorney general, is winning, and that's why Winsome Sears has tightened this up so much. But Virginians have to get out and vote. You must get out and vote. We can win this thing, but we got to vote to win.
And if you're going to vote for Jason Miyares, who is going to continue to be a great AG, vote for Winsome Sears, and you'll have a 1-2 punch. Glenn Youngkin, we appreciate you being with us. Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.